Hey YouTube, we're about to do Hell's Revenge.
Hell's Revenge starts right after the gate to the Sandflats Recreation Area. You can pay $10 a day for a day pass to drive all the trails, or for an extra $5, you can also camp, which is pretty cool. You might have seen me just hit sport mode. I've been doing that for about the last year. It really helps with climbing, so it makes the throttle a bit more responsive, which might cause a little more wheel slip. But more importantly, it encourages the transmission to use a lower ratio, like uh, a lower gear basically to keep the revs higher. And during normal driving, already having the revs an extra 1,000 higher um, makes the engine much more responsive. But I want it just to keep it in its best ratio as much as possible. So here it becomes two-way. You could right here turn around and then just go right back out the exit. Um, we don't exit that way actually, so that's the kind of smart, easy thing to do. We actually run all of Hell's Revenge all the way out to the public road that takes you outside the park. Um, the exit you'll see is freaking gnarly. One of the sections is so bad that I had to ask Amanda to drive so I could get outside and spot to get like the perfect wheel placement so we don't like roll the car in. I should have definitely used X mode here. I was still in sport mode. And you can see that there's a lot of wheel spin and that the traction control system is rather slow to kick in. Eventually it will, even in sport mode. But yeah, a lot more drama. Should have used X mode right there. Probably the same thing here too. You can see lots of spinny, and drama.
16, 20, 21, 23, 24, 26. I think we peaked at 26 degrees. She's got so much grunt though. Like, I gotta be gentle on the throttle. Like, she just wants to fucking rock it.
There's some really cool climbs and descents here. Up to 28 degrees up and down.
Oh my god.
Hill descent control is kind of nice, I'll be honest.
I really recommend you turn on X mode when you're going downhill so you have hill descent control. Really nice feature. And then when it comes to climbing, sport mode is the way to go. I've had a bunch of people ask me about the CVT. They're kind of amazed that a CVT can do all this. The trick really is don't let it overheat. So you need to add something like a scan gauge that plugs into the OBD2 port so you can read that temperature. If it gets to 220 Fahrenheit, you got to stop, pop the hood, let it cool. It should be in the 180s, maybe 190 is its like upper normal operating temperature. The early CVTs were really bad, I'll be honest. But the modern ones, they're really good. As long as you don't let them overheat, they are
Cool.
really solid.
Easy, big girl.
I'm sorry, I have to film it. It doesn't actually show it.
That was negative 26 degrees. How sideways is that? 20 degrees sideways?
That didn't even look like anything.
I know, but it feels nasty, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think the sideways gets me more than the
Oh
uppy
yeah,
downs.
yeah. Uppy downies are fine, honestly, because you're not like nothing bad's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Hill descent control really helps stay smooth on those. So it seems like most of it's pretty easy going.
Yeah,
You know
well,
what I mean?
I'm sure the beginning will turn some people away.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like, oh,
Yeah. Yeah, this is Subi Trail right here. Oh my
Oh my
goodness.
God.
Oh, that dude's unicycling.
no, the fuck he's not.
Yeah.
Like, one unit.
Oh my god, what is this?
That's mean.
I feel like I should get out and walk this, but I see a good line so far. Oh, you should be filming!
Matthew!
Get out!
Oh my god.
Just stand in the shade of this tree right here.
You're working me to death.
Not a lot of tire spinning. A little bit. I mean,
More than usual.
more than usual for sure. But sand on rock, like, come on, that's like, it's fucking as slippery as it gets. Hell's Gate to the right.
Here's a cool clip where you can see the rear suspension working. I have Ironman suspension, such a value. You get 4 brand new long travel struts for about $1,000 if you catch it on sale, and they have sales all the time. I also deleted my sway bars to really free up each corner to move independently and get all the articulation I can possibly get, because if your tires are on the ground, then you can actually get traction. And I also skip installing the rear subframe spacer. This keeps my rear diff a little bit higher.
Oh, this is the climb out. This is the top of it. Yeah. That's the nasty part right there.
So I walked it, about half of it, and I was having flashbacks to when John DZ warned me about that layer of sand that's on the rocks. He told me to bring a leaf blower. I did not, but I definitely heard his words echoing when I was slipping with my feet on those rocks. So here we're about to meet a stranger. This is Brandon and his friend in the side-by-side.
You want to do Hell's Gate? Yeah, this is it. Yeah. Not yet. Oh yeah?
So this obstacle is really crazy because you have to commit. So to get to the obstacle, you have to go down this ravine, and you're stuck down there. Here you can see that I roll up to it, and I'm not straddling the V yet. And I'm looking at this, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's not good. There you can see that sharp corner. You are like almost certainly going to rub pinch weld or rocker on that section. But I backed up, and now I'm approaching at it from an angle, so I can put my left tires over on the left wall. If you look at the horizon, you can kind of get a feel for like how tilty this gets when you're trying to position your tires on either side of the V. Here I'm about to rub my pinch weld or rocker on the right side. Yeah, not too bad. Just that little like black plastic stuff that's down there on the bottom of the doors. This is a clip that Brandon sent me later. There you can see I had just gotten past where I rubbed the rocker. You'll hear him rub also. But this obstacle is really crazy because you have to commit. You can't back out. Once you go down this, it's actually easier to climb up Hell's Gate than it would be to climb back up this section.
We got mud all over our tires. I mean, all over. Wow, that's fucking steep.
Here's the rest of the descent. Really steep, yeah. And then you might hear some noises. That's like the ABS system working, controlling each wheel's brake independently. Yeah, there we go. And then I see this water at the bottom. So we were going to hit this the weekend before, but Moab got like a whole bunch of rain, and stuff is still wet down here. We did this pretty early in the morning, so there's actually still a shadow being cast across the V of Hell's Gate. And not to make excuses, but like the sand was a little moist that was on the rocks. Here you can hear me activate sport mode. I do think that X mode would have been a better choice. And then you can hear me reach for my seatbelt.
Holy fuck.
I documented my tire pressure later. I had aired down a little bit for the trail. I wish that I had aired down a little bit more for this obstacle. I think I should have been at like 12 or 14 psi. But the more you air down, you know, the more ground clearance you lose. And I've set mine up for maximum articulation, not maximum ground clearance. So sometimes I'm a little stingy, but here we go. Many thanks to Brandon for sending me this video later.
Dude, if he rolls back, you should leave him in space in case he comes tumbling down. I don't think he will though. Oh shit. Oh my god.
That motherfucker got some balls, don't he?
And here's the view from the top. Thanks to my lovely wife for recording this video.
Hell yeah.
That Subaru all-wheel drive system sure works, doesn't it? We really think that the Subaru Forester, in particular, is like the best vehicle out there. It's not the best at any single task, but it's just so good all around. Super safe, you know, that Subaru safety. Super reliable, actually. You know, Toyota's been making these new things that are not so reliable. So Subaru was actually able to take the title for the most reliable car manufacturer as of 2025, which is pretty sweet. Efficient. We still got 31 miles per gallon, cruising the 300 plus miles home at 65 miles an hour. It drove itself too, with adaptive cruise control and lane centering. We just love them. They're just such good vehicles, especially for the price. I mean, you can't beat it.
We're the only one out here with real vehicles, man. Everybody else got like souped up golf carts. You know what I mean?
We got half a vehicle at the moment. We're front wheel drive. We blew out the rear diff.
Oh
See if
no.
we can go backwards up this.
Y'all are insane. But that's sick if you go slow and take your time.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man. No, I don't.
I'm gonna let you guys pass by. This could be a minute.
Sick, man. Good luck.
Thank you.
Do I go backwards? No. Like in reverse.
Yeah.
Okay, that one got me.
I didn't see that. Did you see that?
No,
I didn't
was
see
looking
that.
over there.
Yeah.
What is this? Black.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
The views out here in Moab are incredible. If you haven't had the opportunity to visit Moab, Utah, I highly recommend it. There's 2 national parks, Arches and Canyonlands. And Canyonlands actually has 3 districts, but the one that I recommend the most is Island in the Sky. Absolutely incredible, and then you can do Schaefer Trail afterwards. Main trail to exit. That's
Where?
what we would like to do to the right. Oh, you could go, this way. Return to trailhead. But,
Oh, down there.
yeah. We're here for the full completion.
The yellow flame mean.
Turn right. Oh.
I'll just put those there. Look at that up there.
Oh, that's nasty too.
Well, let him fly out. Is it falling or?
That's the town of Moab in the background. Here you can see the trail really starts to get bad. The only way I was getting through this was to sneak along the very edge, and on the other side is, I wouldn't go so far as to call it a cliff, but, and then you have bouldery sections like this where you gotta carefully pick where you want to put your tires to not smack, oil pans and such. That's why you gotta have those skid plates. Honestly, if you're gonna modify a Subaru, step 1, skid plates. Because as soon as you do the lift of the tires, you're going to want to take it out, and your engine oil pan and your transmission oil pan are just sitting right underneath there, asking for it. Alright, this is definitely the nastiest section of the exit from Hell's Revenge. Going to the right, definitely not an option. We had to go down to the left. It was so tricky that I had to ask Amanda to drive so I could spot her and give her perfect wheel placement. And she does a great job.
All right, straighten out a little bit. There you go. Nice and slow. You got it, nice and slow. You're good, come on. Perfect. Slow. You're gonna hit the bumper, but just go really slow. Just come forward really slowly. There you go.
So that's a homemade bumper that significantly improves the approach angle. I still need to do a video about it, but the real trick here is I actually raised the radiator by about 1.5 inches, and then I made a new high clearance lower radiator support, which let me take a really sharp angle from the front of the bumper down to the front of the engine skid plate, significantly improving the approach angle. I do not recommend any Subaru exit Hell's Revenge this way. Yeah, it's rough. Here's a good clip to see the articulation of the Ironman suspension. You'll see the front tire get jammed up there, no rubbing, and then you'll see the rear tire do it to a more extreme degree. I've got details on my wheels and tires in the video description.
Ooh. Your back wheel's gonna slip. Oh.
But you've got to get that wheel offset just right to minimize rubbing with a much larger 30-inch tire.
The exit of this is definitely the most challenging. By far.
Just look at that back tire, tucked way up in there. Absolutely perfect wheel tire combo. I love it.
Oh. Somehow you did not hit the bumper.
Please let that be the worst of it. Fuck me. Honestly, I'm gonna have to go look. I have no idea what. That looks terrible. That looks awful.
Fortunately, there were already some rocks stacked up there on the right side. But you can kind of hear the fatigue kicking in. Amanda and I only like to do one off-road trail per day. More than that, and it just kind of stops becoming fun. I guess you're just mentally drained.
You're good.
My tail.
Yeah.
and then you start to make mistakes like that.
Oh, this is our friend.
Yeah, my swear friend.
Yeah, I hate to say it. I mean, I guess we're gonna get bonus points for doing all of this trail, but in hindsight, I kind of wish we would have gone the way we came.
Do you have to go left here?
Yeah, definitely left. Christ. We're almost to the straight stretch of the blue line, which I have to imagine is like a gravel road.
Oh, please be a gravel road. I can't do this shit anymore.
I know. Another fucking mile and a half of this shit.
I want to go home. Oh my god. Guess I see how they could have done that. Five-sided armor without the rock. Okay, there's not a lot over here, so.
I know.
Please be careful.
Just want to park level and talk to the man.
It's actually really good if you can put your feet up there versus this position. Alan, you gotta get off the wall. Can you send that to me?
Alright, now I have to go through the same section where Brandon rolled. I had to study this for a couple minutes and like figure out how to get through here, because at first it's better to be on the right side and then it's better to be on the left side. You can see I've got to get pretty off camber to get through this section. Anyway, it's rough and we're tired. Yeah.
Your tire's gonna hit right there. Oh!
So that was actually the resonator. It's kind of like a center-mounted muffler in the very middle of the car. It kind of hangs down a little bit. It's a little bit annoying. I've considered like chopping it out with a Sawzall and then replacing it with just a section of straight exhaust tube. But obviously, you know, this is my daily driver, so I wanted to keep it like quiet and comfortable. It would still have the muffler in the back, which, thanks to this lovely trail, has been upwardly relocated, which technically improves the departure angle. Thanks, Hell's Revenge. Very kind of you for the free Subi upgrade, if you will. Yeah, you can kind of see the muffler is like really tucked up in there now, but it's not rubbing or anything, so I'm cool with it. Let it be. Little battle damage from doing Hell's Revenge.
Like that section was definitely, I think, harder than the rest of. Way more technical than the rest of Hell's Revenge.
If you made it this far, you got to hit like and subscribe. If you have any questions about modifying Subarus for off-road use, hit me up. I've been off-roading this exact same Forester platform for the last 6 years, so I'm your dude. Hit me up. Happy to help. Cheers.